one of the three mitzvahs, one of the Sholish mitzvahs that the Klal Yisrael becomes obligated, mechuyev, when they settle in Eretz Yisrael, is sign Prasim Malach HaMelech. That the Klal Yisrael should appoint a Melech, a king over Klal Yisrael. And mentions there what the Melech has to have once he's appointed. Because of what is Sefer Mishnah Torah, he has to write a Sefer Torah, the Melech, and the Sefer Torah that he writes, has to be with him, the Korah Boy Kolim Mechayel. The Sefer Torah that the Melech writes, the Korah Boy Kolim Mechayel. He has to learn, read, study the Sefer Torah boy in the Sefer Torah Kolim Mechayel all the days of his life. The Sefer Torah, grammatically, Apidigduk, a Sefer Torah is a motion Mikeva, the female gender. That's why the person begins, V'hoyesa Imoy, and the Sefer Torah, Hoyesa, not Hoya, V'hoyesa Imoy, the Sefer Torah has to be with him, and then, when it continues the Korah Voy, it should be the Korah Vo. It should be a motion Mikeva, shouldn't it? It's talking about the Sefer Torah, not, so it should be a motion Mikeva, not motion Zohar. The Chavetz Chaim, he met one time, came across an elderly gentleman in his high 90s, and he immediately observed, just from looking at him, that there was something very, very special about this person. He wasn't, I knew that he went down to the meaning in 7, 8, 9, 10. There was something very special about him. So he took the trouble to ask and to interrogate and investigate the Chayk of Darish, who he is, what he is, where he comes from, and until he finally was satisfied where it came from, this very special quality, a teichen, that this person had, an inner quality. And he learned that in his youth, this gentleman who was up in his 90s, in his youth, he was walking down the street, and his path crossed the path of the Vilna Goyim. So by glancing once at the Vilna Goyim, this remained with him for his entire life, for some 75 years later. The chapter of the Melech, by Klal Yisrael, he has to be a person of such Torah quality, such a Torah Yishameh, that because of what he said on Mishnah Torah, he writes in Sefer Torah, and his Torah has to be with him, and then he himself becomes a living Sefer Torah, the Korah void, that whoever sees a Melech, they see the Korah void, she's defended him as Torah. That's what they see, that's what a Melech has to be. When the Chavetz Chaim left this world, the skies were darkened, and someone turned to Hevesi Hashemei Basarai. The Chavetz Chaim left this world, a leader of Klal Yisrael. So someone approached Rabbi, one of the great sages, one of the great of that door, and he said to him, Rabbi, he says, the whole Klal Yisrael became orphan for your signing. What's going to be with us now? Our father left us, the Chavetz Chaim is not here, the skies are dark. So the Chavetz Chaim told him, so at that time, I used a robe in the church of Shtetl. His last name was Garber. He says, as long as Rav Garber is here, he says he'll be making, he'll shield the private soul. Who was this Rav Garber? Rav Garber had Mishpoche, and he had amongst them went to a seven-year-old boy. They arrived, somebody who was touring Europe, came, and he came to the shtetl where Rav Garber was a Rav. So if he's a good understander, they want to show what kind of sports they are, how Americans live. He brought all kinds of fancy tchotchkes and toys for the kindergarten of the shtetl for the children. So he gave each one, he gave this one a Hershey bar, they never saw it in their life. A piece of chocolate like that, wrapped in tinfoil, so fancy. Other tchotchkes for other children. And for Rav's son, he took out from his pocket a fancy yo-yo, a shiny yo-yo, a brand of yo-yo, and he gave it to the Rav's son. He was the envy of all of the kindergarten. A toy like that, to own a yo-yo is like not owning a place more than the very fancy cars. Lamborghini, Lamborghini. It's a very, very fancy car. To own for yourself a yo-yo. So he approached him, the singer who envied the Rav's son, who got a yo-yo. He approached him. He said, I have some very, very fancy toys. He said, maybe we'll make a trade. So he takes out from one pocket, he takes out some magic coins. He said, maybe we'll trade this for this. He said, no. And then he takes out some bent, something tchotchkes. From every pocket, something novel toys. And he said, so let's make a trade. He said, no, none of this is, I'm not ready to negotiate to give up a yo-yo for what you have. He says, what can I give you then that we should make the deal that I could own that yo-yo? So he looked at him and says, you know what? You give me your Adam Habe. You give me your Adam Habe, I'll give you my yo-yo. That's all you want? He says, yeah. We shake hands and make a deal. He said, here's my yo-yo, and you're giving me Adam Habe. Yeah, I did. Some 25 years passed, and their paths crossed again. The new owner of the yo-yo, and the one who came in possession of his Adam Habe. He says to me, he says, I was a child, a nigger. He says, not mature. He says, I didn't understand really what I was doing when I traded Adam Habe for a yo-yo. He says, you know what, here's the yo-yo. There's no mileage on it, not a scratch, nothing whatsoever. He says, I very good. He says, here's your yo-yo, and please give me back my Adam Habe. He said, oh no, a deal is a deal. He said, but I didn't know what I was doing. I was an Indian, this and that. I wanted that yo-yo. He said, that's it. He says, the yo-yo, I'm not going to release the Adam Habe for the yo-yo. We give away, in our life sometimes we give away Adam Habe for less than yo-yos also. So when we see a Talmud Chacham, that's what we have to see in front of us. We have to see someone that is a living Sefer Torah, somebody that understands what Adam Habe is. We had in our community some 15, 18, 20 years ago. He served as the leader, the rabbi of our neighboring temple, Rabbi Carney. The gentleman used to come to down by us. There's 21 times a week that you daven 3 times a day, Shabbos Mechamayr, and so it used to be about 19 times. He would come to us prepare it, Minchim Mayr Shabbos, all the way until Minchim next term Shabbos. He had to make it, there he had to have the Friday early Shabbat, Friday services, and Shabbos morning. So my Rebbe Sally invited him and his wife to come to us for a Suda on the Shabbos with Parshas. So he expressed his gratitude for coming and finding out this message right so close to him. He says in Parshas it says, "Well, a person can't live on bread alone." He said the bread alone, the lechem levada, his parnassi he gets from serving as a rabbi in the temple there. But Moitze Pi Hashem, the word of Hashem, he gets here in our dismedish. And Nakash Oimer, Yotzach and Gom Zakei as Yisrael, the people of Himlam Terem Mitzvah, Shenemar, the